Hi, me Thaathu, and this is Thaathu Podcasts. Friend 1. I'm cleaning up my room. Friend 2. Didn't you clean it up just yesterday? Friend 1 again. Yeah, but I like to keep things organized. Friend 2 goes like, oh, you're so OCD. Just chill, relax, bruh. What? So you're telling me what I go through every second of every day I live is nothing but slang in your books? I'm so tired of how OCD is perceived. Yes, Monica of Friends has traits of OCD, but having OCD is exactly not that, As someone who has been suffering from these obsessions and intrusive thoughts since a little girl and being diagnosed with severe OCD a couple of years back, this is my experience. When I was a little girl, I would always recheck and recheck whether if the door to my room is locked before I went to bed. I'd recheck and recheck my school bag to make sure I haven't missed anything. Now, I thought that's just who I was. Thaathu, the girl who rechecks everything, just to make sure. And then I grew up. I started working at a radio station, and then I started to recheck and recheck whether if I had turned off the mic after I went off air. I actually used to record and listen to myself read the morning news to recheck and recheck what I was reading to the public because, you don't want to make a factual mistake when you're reading the morning primetime news, yeah? I go to uni. I take my final exam. I sit in the exam room rechecking and rechecking my answers because, hello, I can't afford to get low grades. I come home, I try to sleep. My apartment has to be the safest place you can ever be because I will make sure I lock the door 25 times. I will also make sure that the gas is off by checking the kitchen area 40 times. And also I'll make sure my mom triple checks it every single night. These are just a few things I do daily. Obsessive compulsive disorder, OCD, is a serious mental illness in which people have recurring unwanted thoughts, ideas or sensations, which we call obsessions, that make them feel driven to do something repetitively, which we call compulsions. Now, this is the Google definition of what OCD is. But according to the pop culture, people with OCD have cleanliness rituals or are obsessed with keeping things organized. And they enjoy doing that. Let me tell you one thing. We definitely do not enjoy doing any of it. Everyone who is a neat freak just might not be someone who has OCD. Or just because you have OCD doesn't mean that you have to be this organized person. Some people don't even like to do any cleaning or organizing, but they do have severe OCD. That's a thing. I've seen them. I've met them. So what is it like to have OCD, you ask, right? I have one way of explaining it to my friends or the people around me. It's like having this little person following you around everywhere, judging you and bullying you. This person has a voice and it is inside your head. No one else sees this person, neither can they hear them. You are controlled by this person. Everything I do it for you, but in a toxic way. Every time you walk away, this person finds a way to pull you back. Are you sure you thoroughly washed your hands before you started eating? Now, why don't we just go and wash your hands just to make sure? And this person will convince me to do this repetitively for like 2 or 3 times before I start eating. It's hard, It's tough. It's time consuming. I surely have a long journey ahead of me. Experts say that meds along with cognitive behavioral therapy, helps you mute this little person in your head. But in a country like ours, it is not necessarily the easiest thing to get your hands on a good therapist, or it is extremely expensive and you cannot afford it. I consider myself really lucky that I have the privilege to do these sessions weekly. But I wonder how many others suffer from it, but are not sure of how they can help themselves, or are not sure of what they're going through even. Or sometimes I wonder whether if there are people who feel embarrassed to even say what they're going through out loud because of various social stigma attached to it. Now, as an individual of the society, you might wonder, what can I do to help these people? Because I don't have the power to do anything. There's one thing you can do as an individual. It would definitely help them if the society would just stop using the term OCD as slang. Or just quit telling us to loosen up and relax. Because believe me when I say, we are trying. So let's just support each other. Let's just try to understand each other and stay woke. That's it for the episode this week. I just wanted to touch on something which is extremely close to my heart. It sometimes really disheartens me to know what people think of OCD or how they react when I say I have OCD. So I just thought, why not take this platform that I've created for myself to just help you open your eyes just a little bit more. Next week, I'll continue with my regular podcast schedule. I hope you guys wait for that. Until then, I hope you guys subscribe, like, and share the content if you enjoyed. See you guys next week. Bye. Now go!